franchise.
They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your brand new Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your light?
Damn, I got 3 primetime games in a row after this one. My young linebacker should have won that defensive player of the week. Let's see. Oh, they didn't give it to him. Hey, that nigga Dak fooled them boys. I think they had 19 tackles. That's a lot of fucking tackles. First overall offense, third overall defense. It's only week 1. I mean, it's only week 2. I just want to decide not on the rights to the music that is currently being played or throughout this whole broadcast.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On first down, it's Lawletta. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Where they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy?
Dude, pick the ball off.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be brought out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his third year now at the helm of the Cowboys, Dak Prescott.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week one, now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Prescott now on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score.
What is wrong with his body?
Have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7. Nowhere
About to say, come on.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On second down, here's Lalana. And
Damn.
right there, a nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And some room to work. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Kick 47. This one looks good as well. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush and down he
I have got to quit doing that. I have to take control of the role myself, because if I don't, they will automatically be a sack almost every single time.
All the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
It's caught inside.
Touchdown!
They'll take it into the end zone.
Hell no.
Touchdown. A big play there with his second
That's Calvin
TD
Johnson,
of the game,
long
his
lost
sixth
brother.
on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
Yeah, that man is.
About altering their
Hey,
game
that
plan,
man gonna be
everything came
legendary,
in
bro.
with. Now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him.
That's what I was really missing last season.
More people in his general area wherever he
Got somebody I can throw to downfield almost on any given play, bro.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
I ain't gonna complete all those now. But, hey, man.
New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those
Dude, my run
between
defense
12 and
is,
24,
man.
25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns
That
early.
dude's career is
Probably
getting
not
off
very
to,
deep into their
according to
script.
here,
think that they'll stay
I don't know
with
about
it.
his
I don't
entire
think
career,
they'll
but from the
abandon it
shit
just
I
yet
seen,
and try and
that
generate
man's
some offense
career
on
is
this
getting
drive.
off to
Anything,
a
at least
bad
3
start.
points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Like, that man ain't got nowhere to run, bro.
No gain on the play there.
Low key should trade for him, but I mean, nah.
Situation.
Be alright.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
It's caught, Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you want to
Wow.
it flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well.
So they got that over here where quarterbacks can just float passes to coverage.
Another big
And
gain.
nobody on the
This one
defense
goes for
decides,
19
hey, let's
yards.
go for an easy interception.
They go play action here on first down.
Whoa, wow.
Dropping for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field.
That
Let's see
man
about
literally
the
did
call.
not. Wow.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer defense. That dude, he just decided he wasn't going down.
Roughing the passer penalty.
Seems
Wow.
like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs.
This
First
wouldn't
and
even
10
happen
after
had
roughing
y'all,
the passer.
man, y'all gotta pick stuff off, man.
After the penalty, they go with
Bad
Barkley.
run.
Now the ball comes loose.
Get it, shit, let's go.
And a big turnover there.
Man.
These guys will get the football
Man, like I can't force turnovers,
We
man.
figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to
If he
attack
pulls off
again
this
and
spin
again
move,
throughout the
possibly
game.
gets to the left
Gain on the
outside.
play, it'll be second down.
Oh man,
Well, a
I don't know,
well-executed
bro.
blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have
well, the
brought
way
it up
shit
there.
is on here, it probably wouldn't have been a
Different play
touchdown, but
because
it
that
could have
one
been a
just meshed
possible
perfectly
nice
for the
game.
defense. All the gaps
Ooh,
were filled,
man.
except for the one the offense really wanted to run through.
Man,
And he made a
that
great
dude
tackle.
right there,
And
dude.
he's
This boy
brought
Rod
down,
Smith
getting this
is
one up to
balling,
about the
dude.
35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those
All
who
right.
remember old school
Now, this is what I think it is.
running
It should be an
establishing
easy
things,
completion.
seeing backs find holes, get through them.
Oh,
They
yeah.
gotta like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game.
Touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as as good as you
3
can do, I
receivers
guess.
that
So,
can beat
well
people
done.
deep.
Well done indeed.
Man.
Tremendous execution.
My offense
That's
is
fielded in the
strong,
end
boy.
zone.
Every week, I should be able to put up big points. Now, this would be the obvious dream scenario for the Dallas Cowboys in real life. I mean, obviously, they're not going to freaking dominate like this. I mean, they do it, bro. I'll be fucking lit.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Woo!
You're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time,
bro, you know how many sacks I done missed because of that shit?
But you also
I mean, that's kind of mostly my fault, but come on. I guess I get so impatient. Man.
To give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Offense.
I'll take that, kind sir.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll be tackled.
That might be the best round he have all game.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
and I gotta quit diving so quick. I just be seeing a wide open lane and like fourth down, I just go for it and completely miss and shit like that happens. It's all good though, man. It's a video game.
Now let's go.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of
So he's a scrambler. Okay, I see what we're dealing with.
Just third and a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's
Come on, come on. Ah, he did get 2 yards.
Down at midfield. They only get
6
2
for
there,
12.
That's all they needed to keep
Yeah,
the drive
that's
going.
bad.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get
I knew it was going to be play
going,
action.
and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's gonna
Oh my God.
I
just said, come on, guy. I knew that was going to happen on play action. Well, no, I didn't. But what I do know is that was fucking embarrassing.
Blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because
we're gonna bend, but it's gonna be hella hard for us to break.
So they got their assignments down pat and kept
Man,
them
but
away
don't break
from them.
defense.
He's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a
Shit,
really
we can't
good
hold every
strike.
team to 0
So the ball
points.
position now
I'm
at
just
the
gonna say
3.
this,
Here's
Dad.
second and goal.
We're gonna need big plays against this defense. Touchdown. Whoa, okay, set me up then, defense. That was good ass coverage on the goal line defense at that. Well, unless this is an interception or possible fumble, it should be a field goal attempt coming from the offense after the third down.
Good luck finding some answers
Come on,
right
come
now.
on, come on, make a play, make a play, make a play. Oh, yeah.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Scramble you want, my guy, but you're not getting the yards you need. You out of there.
Tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for their secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's caught on the right
Wow,
side.
he didn't drop that.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
Man, Dak is having a resurgence.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
That was bound to happen.
That leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, this is like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people.
Oh my God!
There he goes, right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin with a run by Smith. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete.
Damn!
Deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup.
Giants, bro. Y'all don't got enough offense, bro. We could do this all game. Bro, y'all don't have enough for me, bro. I just stopped y'all too many times. Kyle, whatever your last name is, back down, bro.
I'm not sure defensively.
You don't have what it takes to truly beat this defense.
Because already
You didn't hit us for a couple big plays. You're not getting. I'm gonna shut that down, bro.
And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's gonna take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Whoa! So he can't make the play.
Here comes Kyle Lauletta and company back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence.
My pass rushers come for you. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing, bro. You reap all the big plays, boy. Off of missed tackles.
Extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Lauletta now on second. Over the middle of the backfield.
Damn.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He's going to go for a big play now.
Yeah, go deep now. So deep.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Yeah. Dude, you're not hanging with my offense, guy.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it again with Smith, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Kyle Lauletta and company back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay.
Wow. Whoa.
Better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Buccaneers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Andy Dalton has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His 5 touchdown passes have him on a record pace. As for the call of the second half, we'll turn it back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2.
It's always somebody sneaking up. Always somebody sneaking up, bro. That don't make no sense, dude. You telling me I don't have, bro? Oh man, I'm just gonna chill. It's a video game, but in reality, real life, you get that big of a hole on a kick return, that's almost always touchdown.
Halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Play action now, Prescott.
Wow, that's what I see. Bro, that's on me, bro. That's on me. Because if I freaking do the play action myself, dude, I promise you, I don't have to deal with stuff like that. Like this, right here. Watch this.
That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Wow.
Would have been a nice catch.
Wow. Okay.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball.
Watch this mother go to the back of the end zone. But I got an angle not to do that. Okay.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what
I am so sick of this, man. I am about sick of this. Because I get it what they're trying to do. Make the quarterbacks get rid of the ball faster. But let's be realistic, man. Quarterbacks don't do that in real life. Not none I've seen. I ain't never seen no stuff like that. That doesn't make any sense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have.
It pops free.
Come on, Lewis.
Jarred the ball, 2nd down.
That draft class is, hey. Oh, the first 2 picks, hey, the first 2 picks is paying off.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
No, sir.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Taken from just outside the 30.
Wow, what?
A good return there, call it 13
I tried to
yards.
spin and he fell.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
He must have tripped over the old boy's feet.
Dallas gets set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands. Receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Dude, when you go get the interception.
I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the building.
And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Over the middle,
damn.
And it's incomplete.
Lucky that wasn't big.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Got him.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys look like he got going.
Start offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys add on.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and over the top.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Throwing on third down, long enough. It's caught, Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Go, get out there. 26.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Poor effort on the block.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Swing to the field, right? Awesome. Right. 59,
First down, Prescott. Got his man there going to Gallup. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you didn't give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Damn.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. This is third and long. Here's Loretta.
No.
Down, a Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
Damn.
just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On the carry, it's Waller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Here comes Kyle Lauletta and company back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first and 10, Loletta. Left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run harder to move it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Loletta on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, Loletta.
Hey!
First one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a give to Smith. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the run, it's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Smith going for it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Well, Prescott here to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and
Shout out
things
to
are
my
working
viewers,
and
man.
clicking.
Y'all stay blessed.